Hey everyone, and today I am making a video for you about English 11 journal entries. Now, journal entries are pretty straightforward for the most part, meaning that there isn't a ton that can kind of trip you up or get you confused in them. As long as you're still answering the question, then you're probably on the right track for things. So if we take a look at my page right now, I've got the first journal entry pulled up here, which hopefully most of you are done with already if you're watching this video after the first week of class is already done. But with your journal entries, most of the time you're going to be able to complete them in Buzz. However, sometimes we do have these more special journal entries that require you to create them in a Google Doc, a separate Google Doc, and then upload them to Buzz as well. And if you do it that way, just make sure that you follow the correct rules for putting it in a folder, in your English 11 folder, and making sure that that folder is shared with your specific English 11 teacher. Now, there aren't a ton of requirements when it comes to journal entries. Really, this is a place where you can have almost like a private conversation between you and your English teacher. Your teacher will give you some feedback, not only about your writing, but also about the topics you're writing about. So if you talk about some personal things happening in your life, this can be a really good place to let your teacher know, like, hey, these things are happening in my life. And maybe your teacher can give you some feedback about that, and maybe can even give you some advice about that. I can tell you that from my perspective as an English 11 teacher, the journals are one of my favorite places where I get to know students, and also I get to give students some advice about life or, any other support that they're needing besides just the academic support. The minimum requirement for your journals is going to be 250 words, and we will make sure to add this into the instructions of it as well. Now, when it comes to the grammar and the language of your journals, make sure that you're still using mostly of your English class language skills. So, capitalize your letters where you need to capitalize, use punctuation when you need to use punctuation, but for sure don't feel like you have to write this a 10-page essay for a journal entry. So if you have any questions about your journals, make sure just to either email your teacher or drop into ASR. Again, for the most part, these are pretty fun for us to read, and hopefully they're fun for you to write as well. So, bye everyone.